back with a new video, and one of the most interesting topics in cybersecurity that a beginner always thinks of is hacking someone's Wi-Fi for using free internet and for other purpose. Hacking Wi-Fi is the most catchy topic in cybersecurity that you will see. So today we are going through a room in TryHackMe, which is Wi-Fi Hacking 101. Learn to attack WPA2 network. Ideally, you'll want a smartphone with you for this, preferably one that supports hosting Wi-Fi hotspots on you, so you can follow along. Okay. So basically, key terms: SSID, the network name, SSID, an SSID that may apply to multiple access points. Example: office, company office. Normally forming a bigger network. For aircrack, they normally refer to the network you are attacking. BSSID and access point. MAC, hardware address. So WPA2 Wi-Fi network that connect to by providing a pre-shared password that's the same for everyone. So basically we have WPA2 personal, I think, in our households. Some have WPA, also WPA only, that is very low security Wi-Fi service. And WPA2 EAP Wi-Fi network that you authenticate to by providing a username and password, which is sent to Radius server. What is a Radius server? We'll know below. Radius, a server for authenticating clients, not just Wi-Fi. So basically Radius is a server which is used for authenticating clients, like if it is a maybe computer or an mobile phone. I don't know how it authenticates. I'm new to this topic. The core of WPA2 authentication is a four-way handshake. Most of home Wi-Fi's and many other networks have WPA2 personal. Okay, so I told you this previously because we have used WPA2 personal in many households or many hotels, if you can say. So if you have to log in with a password and it's not WEP, what is WEP we'll see below here, then it is a WPA2 personal. WPA2 EAP uses Radius server to authenticate. So if you have to enter a username and password in order to connect, then it's probably that. Previously, the WEP wired equivalent privacy standard was used. This was shown to be insecure and can be broken by capturing enough packets to guess the key via statistical methods. Okay, so WEP was insecure, I think. Yes, it was insecure. The four-way handshake allows the client and the AP to both prove that they know the key without telling each other. WPA and WPA2 use practically the same authentication method, which is to prove that they know the key. So the attacks on both are same. Okay, so I think we'll learn the attacks on the four-way handshake requests that is made by our side and the Wi-Fi side. The keys of WPA are derived from both ESSID, that was an SSID that may apply to multiple access points, and the ESSID acts as a salt, making directory attack more difficult. It means that for a given password, the key will still vary for each access point. This means that unless you pre-compute the dictionary for just that point or MAC address, you will need to try passwords until you find the correct one. Room banner by Frank Wang and Unplash. What type of attack on the encryption can you perform on WPA2 personal? What is the attack that we can perform on WPA2 personal? So there are capturing enough flags against the statistical wire methods. What kind of attacks were there? I don't know. I'll just try client, not client. Access point, not access point attacks. Brute force, I think, because we are trying passwords here. As you can see, try passwords until you find the correct one. So I think it is brute force only. We'll see. Yes, it is correct. We'll see the hint. So my recording of a video is remaining still. I'll complete this as soon as possible and start recording the another video again. That is the day 16, I think. Can this method be used to attack WPA2 EAP handshake? Yes, cause both used same authentication method. Not, but brute force WPA2 personal. What type of attack? WPA2 EAP handshakes. So the attacks on both are same. WPA and WPA2 use protect. Okay, so WPA and WPA2 attacks were same, not this. What is the 3-letter abbreviation for the pre-shared key used in Wi-Fi security? I don't know this answer. I'll just try WPA. 3-letter abbreviation for the pre-shared key used in Wi-Fi security. Not Mac. PSK is the pre-shared password. Okay, it is correct. What is the minimum length of a WPA2 personal password? 8 letters maybe. I have seen, I have not read the minimum length of the password. The minimum length of a WPA2 personal password can be 0. Of course, anyone can connect on that. No, it is not 0. But the minimum length on our mobile's password is, I think, 0. Because if I am not putting any passwords, mobile phones can connect to another without any password. They just need to use the hotspot and the Wi-Fi. But I don't know the answer of this. The 4-way handshake. We'll just read this once, and I think there is nowhere mentioned that a password should be this long. Eight letters maybe. Yes, it is correct. Most probably the answer for the passwords thing, minimum length password things, is 8. Using aircraft NG suite, we can start attacking a Wi-Fi network. This will walk you through attacking a network yourself, assuming you have monitor mode enabled. NIC. The attack NG suite consists of this. I'll try with my mobile once I complete this, but we need to connect the mobile and basically very messy stuff, so I'm not doing it right now in this video, but surely I'll try if once I finish this video, because I'll have knowledge of how to go through Wi-Fi's. So that's it. We'll want to use aircrack ng, aerodump ng, airmon ng to attack WPA network. The aircrack tool will come by default in Kali or can be installed. I suggest creating a hotspot on phone, picking a weak password from rockq.txt, that is something like admin or something. You can use command head /user/word list, that is the location of the word list, -n 10,000 shuffle n5. There's a command for Kali, and I think it is a brute force attack on WPA network, and it might work with our mobile phone also. I'll try this command. I'll just copy it in my PC. You will need a monitor mode NIC in order to capture 4-way handshake. Many wireless cards support this, but it's important to note that not all of them do. Injection mode helps, as you can use it to deauth a client in order to force a reconnect. With force the handshake to occur again, otherwise you have to wait for a client to connect normally. How do you put the interface WLAN 0 into monitor mode? With aircrack tools. Aircrack ng is the first thing that we are supposed to write. I think aircrack. Not this. Then here is WLAN 0. I don't know the command. I'll just copy this thing and search for the command for aircrack ng, or maybe we'll simply paste this. So we need to use airmon ng here, and the command is airmon ng start stop interface channel or airmon ng check kill. So there is a how to change mode, start WLAN 0. So here is enable editor monitor mode command in airmon ng. It is not visible in OBS, I think. Yes, it is not, but how can I show you this? I can't, because I haven't set my OBS to do this. So basically the command is for airmon ng, and we'll just start WLAN 0. That's it. What is the new interface name likely to be after you enable monitor mode? If we can, we will enable the monitor mode. Let me just start my attacker machine. So we are supposed to copy that command, that we are supposed to paste the command that we copied, or we'll just write it manually. Airmon ng, it is not visible here. Airmon ng start WLAN 0, run it as root, sudo before putting the card in the monitor mode, back in managed mode, monitor mode. So I'll just try these commands. I don't know if it will work or not. Airmon ng check kill. kill. That's it. We'll run the above command and request device WLAN0 does not exist. Sudo interface driver chipset. It is basic R1ng thing, and so when I saw it here, it is enable monitor mode, and when we enable the monitor mode we get this. Okay, so the previous one was correct, I think. I haven't seen that. Let me just go through this, and oh, there is no monitor name in here. And but when I checked the command from where I copied the command, I got this as the answer of the mode that we are into, that is WLAN0 monitor MON. What do you do if other processes are currently trying to use the network adapter? We have done it correctly. Check kill. We did this before also. Is it visible? Yes, it is visible. What tool from the aircrack ng suite is used to create a capture? So we'll just go through the tools. I think packet forge or ADCAP, something like that. ng, not this. To create a capture, iro dump ng. I think this is the thing that creates the capture, cause we needed this in the WPA thing. And what flag do you use to set BSSID to monitor? What flag do you use to set BSSID to monitor? So we'll just visit the website of aircrackng.org. There are many flags in here, like start and stop. They are directly given. What flag do you use to set BSSID? Set I don't think. We'll just take the hint here. The hint is you are looking for help. Okay, they are giving us direct hints. What is this flag to set BSSID monitor? What is the flag do you use to? I'll just go through this website, that aircrackng.org. So what is the flag that we need to use? I don't know what is the flag. I'm just trying different flags that are given in that airmonng.org website, but I'm not finding any of such a flag. So basically I got something. I'll show you. Arrow dump ng is here it is, and here we can find a flag to dump. No, not to dump. We'll just see this question that is given in here. Yes, it is visible on my OBS. What flag do you use to set BSSID to monitor? We'll just check the flags related to BSSID. Save only capture, use GSPD, GPSD, filter APs by BSSID. BSSID. So this is the flag, I think. Yes, it is the flag for sure. SSID. I was thinking of this but tried many different and incorrect flags, and to set the channel. What is the flag to set the channel? We'll go through this. Set channel switching method. C switch. Capture this on specific channel. Either it is channel or C switch. We'll just try both the things. Double. Yes, it is. I think it is channel only. Yes, it is channel. I don't know. Yes, it is channel. How do you tell if to capture packet to a file? Dash F or something like that. That's C, not C. I'll just to save. Write interval, and there are many single word commands that we need to go through. Use this frequency, filter out associated stations, and I cannot find a flag. I'll just go through the airdump ng aircrack ng org file that is present in my other tab. We can open that file. I don't think. I'll show you the aircrack.org file. Let me just see if there is any login window or something. There is no login window in this, and Okay, so here it is. Basically we need to copy this. I'll just close this window, paste it here. Let me just check this out. Yes, here it is. And if it is visible, no, not visible. Yes, here it is. I was showing you this website that is present, aircrack.org, aircrackng.org, and there is download sources and old forum Wi-Fi sortation 101. What is this link? Okay, so there is a course on this channel. There are many stuff related to Wi-Fi on this website that you can read. There are blogs. The site is not reachable, but many things are present in here. And if you search anything with an ID name that is airmon.ng, something like that, you'll get the answers to the respective thing. I'll show you how I got this answer. I closed that window, but still here you can find many of the answers to your questions while hacking Wi-Fi's or something like that. It is interesting. The aircrack ng website was also not very messy. It was interesting. I'll just download the task file. To practice cracking on, if you spend more than 3 minutes cracking, something is likely wrong. A single core VM on my laptop took around. If in order to crack the password, we either use aircrack itself to create hashcat file in order to use GPU acceleration. There are two different versions of hashcat output file. Most likely you want 3.6 plus, as that will work on recent version of hashcat. Useful information that this is BSSID and ESSID is James Honor 8. And we got the task file. I'll just see what is there in the task file. There is a .csv file, something like that. I'll just import the task file in my Kali machine as soon as possible. I'll just copy that file from my Windows machine and paste it in here. We need to move the whole folder. I'll just minimize this and let me just get this file here. I don't know if we can directly we can copy that, paste it in here. Yes, it is visible. You can see there are many things, something written in here. Okay, so we'll just see what commands we are supposed to run on that hashcat file. What flag do we specify to use a specific SSID to attack? Is it visible? No, not my Kali screen is visible. Yes, it is visible now. I don't know if my internet is not working, but we should get this. So we haven't seen that air crack ng help. Okay, so here it is. So what we need to run is target selection B or dash B. Pretty simple. So we will specify what flag do we use to specify BSSID. We'll specify BSSID. And what flag do we use to specify word list W? I think for word list, not this, but if it is not W, yes it is W. What do we create? How do we create a HCC APX in order to use hashcat to crack the password? HCC APX, what the hell is this? I'll just go through this list. So what was your question? How do we create a HCC APX in order to use hashcat to crack? I'll just take the hint. So it shows that we need to run the aircrack help command, but we can't see any. No, we haven't gone through this list. Force attack, large target selection, CPU, enable quiet mode, merge, right, search binary, search numeric, use mask, WEP key index, brute force, fudge factor, disable one attacker method, disable brute force, last key better, disable brute forcing, multi-threading, experimental use, part 2 new word list W, then E for EWSA project, PMKD string I, hashcat. Something is useful here. J is the flag that we are supposed to use. Using the ROQ word list, crack the password in the attached capture. What is the format of aircrack ng input file? Okay, so there is an input file that we need to put at the end when we are done with the option lists. We need to run the sudo command for this because we are going through word list and all. So we are supposed to add a BSSID first. B, not this. And then we are supposed to add a flag, not flag, a word list here. W, I'll just import roq.txt, which is not present in my PC right now. Source roq. Yes, it is present in my PC but not in my VMware. Correct. Crack the password. Okay. Wi-Fi 101.txt file, and then at the end we'll add the link of this file as it is. I think it should run. So they told us not to wait for more than 3 minutes, and I will not wait more than a second, because my computation power is very high than the listed. So we'll go through this file once. There is a CAP file. Interesting. But I cannot add this in here. I'll wait for a minute. As soon as I will get the password, I'll start the recording again, and that's it. So we need to extract that file, and as you can see, here is the answer for our question, that is key found. We'll just copy this, and we'll paste it here. It is correct. What is password cracking likely to be fast, CPU or GPU? GPU is faster than CPU, I think, and yes, it is correct. So that's it for Wi-Fi hacking 101, one of the most interesting room that I will ever post, and we'll start Post Fingers Academy from tomorrow, I think, but it needs active learning and some basic skills of tools, and I'll just sharp my tools for the rooms, and we'll see where it goes. That's it for this video. We'll see you in the next.